Fuck.
Hello, and welcome to We Promise Nothing, where we discuss anything and everything in the world of games. I'm the Syndrome, and with me today are Take a Chance.
Yeah, I'm Take a Chance. I'm the Canadian representation of the panel, and I'm here to keep the peace between these other very awesome nations whom I will continue to kiss ass with until I can secretly find a way to take over them all.
To keep the peace. You expect us to be at each other's throats constantly, then? Is that it? Because we're
Yes.
from different nations, we have to fight. I'm the Red
Shut up,
Prince.
Syndrome! I'm so tired of you! Sorry.
Wait, I'm sending gift baskets.
Baskets. They better be full of burgers. And the other voice you can hear is Mr. Stump.
Hi, I'm Mr. Stump. I'm from America, so I'm better than you.
Yes,
And
you
Syndrome,
are.
pick it back up. I'm so tired of your unprofessional I'm sorry. I'm good.
is this how it's going to be? You're just going to berate us constantly.
No, I'm not.
Frankly,
berating
I'm fine with that. I'm okay with that because America is awesome.
Thank you.
They have very nice things there, and do not cut off trade relations with us at any point. No, over cows or lumber.
Save it for later. Okay. Our topics today are Nintendo's newest handheld money printer, the 3DS, and whether 3D gaming is a real place, and also Valve's latest venture into the domination of the gaming world, Steam on Mac. So, who wants to kick us off?
I'll start because well I'm Canadian and I'm scared you'll hurt me. Um, so the Nintendo 3DS is the newly announced handheld system, bolstering 3D, using tilt screen controls, which are not unlike the iPhone, and an analog stick, which was much overdue. Nintendo believes it will introduce yet again a whole new way to play Pokemon. More info is expected to be released at E3 this year. So what is with this new 3D fad that everybody is going through?
I
From
don't know.
TVs to they're a system that is designed specifically to navigate through 3D and
Well, I'm pretty sure we've run out of all kinds of original ideas. So now we just have to think of ways to make the old ideas new again by making them look different.
Well, I remember I used to have the really crappy 3D goggles, the red
the
and
blue
blue
and red
ones.
one.
And
Yeah.
yeah, you put them on, and I see 3D dinosaurs popping out of my book. And that's about the extent of my knowledge of 3D.
And before
What-
that,
was
they
this
had the
last week?
awesome image books where
Yes.
you didn't get to have 3D goggles and you just had to strain your eyes until you nearly passed out to see the image pop out.
I
And
hope
Well,
that's how the 3DS is going to work.
no, we could go back really classic 3D, where the images really did pop out at you on paper. We called them pop-up books. And it
Or
seems we've
going
gone full
farther
circle.
back, where people would actually, move around, and it was called real life, and that must have been really realistic.
Thank God we are out of those times.
Thank God I have a little battery power thing to keep me company forever. I'm just kidding. For 2 years until they print a new money-making machine.
Well,
No,
I mean,
but yeah.
you say 2 years. It's going to be a week after they announce the 3DS properly, because we've been announced that they've announced it. Like they said, we're going to announce more about this at E3, and this is a week after they gave a release date for the DSi XL, which wasn't the smartest business move, I have to say, because it seems like, well,
This is like
okay,
what, the fifth DS, fourth DS,
There was
yeah,
original,
it's
then there was light, then there was
DSi,
DSi, and then there was XL.
XL,
DSi XL.
So none
four,
of us can count. Okay, good.
four. Yeah,
Like,
that's a lot of systems for the same system. Like,
But
yeah,
it
that all
amazes
play the
me.
same games.
It amazes me. They said, okay, here's the newest and greatest DS that you have to own. You have to get your parents to buy this. And then a week later they say, oh no, wait, there's a better one coming out, so don't bother buying this one.
but people
It's just,
people eat that shit up. Like techno geeks, man, they have to have the newest thing. Like I fall
like you
victim
and
to
your
like,
iPhone.
How's your iPod Touch?
hey,
still?
hey,
You
hey,
enjoying it?
second generation. Well, actually, it's the third generation, but it's
Actually, it's third generation. I bought it at the Apple Store. Guy said I was cool when I bought it.
It was Boxing Day purchase. Good
It's
Christmas
Boxing Day. You don't know what that is because you're not from Canada, but basically it's a made-up holiday.
I love you all.
Today we eat box. No, we have Boxing Day in England. But yeah, the thing that's confused me the most about this is here's a quote actually. In the same month, several developers spoke publicly about features they wish to see in the Nintendo DS successor, including stronger online functionality, Makes sense. Dual multi-touch screens. I could see that. A global positioning system. What? And
Oh,
3G
excellent.
mobile broadband connectivity. So basically, they want it to be an iPhone that has two screens. So they could go out, buy two iPhones, glue them together, and get their perfect product.
And get half an iPad.
Well, an
uh,
iPad, which is half of a laptop.
uh,
And a laptop is a quarter of a
It's half
spaceship.
of a desktop, yeah. We're just going down in
And a
half here.
spaceship is three-quarters of a Keebler elf.
and if we glued all those together, it would create a cube, which would be
No,
3D.
it would make beautiful
That was
Katamari.
the best segue I could get back to on this. So
I went with video game, beautiful Katamari.
Katamari was fun.
I
I
never
mean,
played it, but I'll reference the name.
Ah,
I mean, none of this makes sense to me though. I mean, like, I don't know if you guys get it. The way they're doing this 3D, they're saying you're not going to need 3D goggles,
Yep.
and
Well,
that's the big thing they're advertising. And the way I understand it is they're going to use the two screens side by side, and your eyes line up with them. I've seen this before, where you're supposed to look at both screens simultaneously, and it will create a 3D image. But the problem is, that doesn't work for a lot of people. It sure as fuck doesn't work for me because
think-
I'm short-sighted in one eye.
see, I think there's a difference between the 3Ds that they're talking about though. Like the 3D TVs that are supposed to be all the rage very soon, except for the fact that it's like a 19 inch is like $3,000. Is that it's that 3D is the 3D that is popping out at you. I think the 3D that the 3DS is going to have is mainly it's going to be just three-dimensional graphics, and you can
No,
basically
they're already
navigate through the
three-dimensional graphics on the
graphics.
DS. They already exist on the DS. Super Mario 64, the port that was made to the DS, that has three-dimensional graphics.
Yes, they're awful, but they're three-dimensional.
Actually, no,
Exactly.
but
Just like Syndrome.
Three-dimensional but awful. I will accept that.
Ooh, that can be your tagline.
three-dimension of pure awfulness.
The third dimension is smell.
Uh,
I don't know. I don't see a market for this. It's not true 3D, not in the
Frankly,
sense that everyone is trying to go to. It's not image layering that creates a 3D image that you see. It's trickery of the eyes, and it's a new DS. Do we need more DSs? What games are going to take advantage of this, really? Like, there is no
Ice Train
game.
3000 is going to be a good one, I hear.
Exactly. I mean, Nintendo
Crawl
have
Side
tried.
Master is going to be great.
Nintendo have tried this exact same sort of thing before. Apparently, it's going to be
Virtual
larger.
Boy.
Yeah, exactly.
Virtual
This is going to be
Boy.
larger than
Which
the
I'm
old
pretty
DS.
sure lobotomized a generation of people, which is why the Wii is so popular.
Well, no, I mean, this is going to be larger than the DSi XL, which is already relatively big. And so we're talking about a new Virtual Boy, because that's what it is. It's 3D trickery.
Do you
And
think
it's
perhaps
too-
that is why they created the XL, to create a step so you wouldn't be like, wow, this is so crazy big? Because you could be like, well, it's only a little bigger than
compare
the
it to the old
XL,
one.
which is only crazy bigger than the DS.
My God.
Incremental steps of bigness. That's a good way to put it.
Yeah. Now anytime someone wants to introduce a bigger product, there's always
Yeah.
going to be a step below it that they shove out first.
Exactly. And next
It
comes
makes
the
sense.
smaller Wii, and
TVs.
eventually they'll merge
TVs.
together.
Oh, look how many TVs they had to release to get a 60-inch.
Guys, so, final thoughts. 3DS, is it going to be worth anyone's time at all? Chance?
I think it depends if they go maybe the Wii route and create those games that are specifically like marketed towards the gimmick, like Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort. Those games that were made to specifically take advantage of its features. But as of right now, when you don't have any idea of how they're going to use it in terms of gameplay, it's hard to say. Like right now, I'm on the fence. That's where I'm going to stay on it. I'm on the fence.
A fair opinion, a very like happy opinion of it, I must say, because I think it's garbage. Stump?
I think it's awful, and I think it's garbage, and I hate Miyamoto or whoever's in charge of it.
Oh, but come on! Like, when you first seen the Wii and its remote, what was the first thing you guys thought it was going to be?
That was the worst thing ever.